Welcome to the People Stack, the show where we help you build better teams with, a people-first approach. You know that feeling. You hire someone brilliant, you're excited, but then somehow that initial energy just fades. Maybe it was a messy first week, or things weren't clear, or maybe just that connection didn't quite happen. That's the onboarding challenge. And today, we're diving deep into crafting an onboarding experience that really works. We want to turn that initial spark into something lasting, especially for you founders in India.
That's absolutely right. Onboarding.
Mhm.
It's so much more than just admin, isn't it? It's really a strategic investment. It sets the whole tone for how long someone stays, how well they perform. You think about the big picture, getting onboarding right. It directly affects retention, productivity, and ultimately, yeah, your startup success. So we'll walk you through the key bits from day one, even before day one, through compliance in India, and making sure people truly integrate.
Okay, let's start there. That initial phase, we've all been the new person, right? That mix of excitement, maybe a bit of anxiety, loads of uncertainty. So, what does it really take to make that first day, that first week feel welcoming and, well, productive? Because it's got to be more than just having their laptop ready, surely.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the tech access, the basics, they have to be there. Seriously. Nothing kills the mood faster than a laptop that won't log in on day one.
Huh. True.
But, what's fascinating is often the small things, the thoughtful touches, things people sometimes overlook. We're talking proactive integration, even before they start, like pre-boarding.
Pre boarding. Tell me more about that.
Well, imagine your new hire gets a little welcome kit a few days early, maybe some company swag, a note from the founder, maybe even early access to Slack or something.
Ah, I like that.
It builds anticipation, makes them feel valued before they even, walk in the door or log on.
That makes a lot of sense. Building excitement, not just ticking boxes.
Okay, so they're on the clock.
Yeah.
Day one,
Yes.
week one. What happens then? All right, day one. Beyond the formal intros, have a clear schedule. Keep it simple, though. Maybe a planned coffee with their manager, a quick hello with the core team, and definitely assign an onboarding buddy. That's crucial.
A buddy. How effective is that, really?
Oh, hugely effective. There's actually data showing hires with a buddy are way more likely to stick around long term, like 36% more likely over 3 years.
Wow, 36%. That's significant.
It is. But it's not just naming someone. You need to give the buddy some guidance. They're not just showing them the coffee machine, right? They're a cultural guide. Someone to ask those questions you might feel silly asking your boss.
Okay, the silly questions person. That's important.
Exactly. And by the end of week one, they should have a good handle on their first tasks, who to ask for help. And hopefully they've started to get a feel for your company's story, your values. It makes them feel like part of the team from the get-go, not just another hire.
That human element, the buddy system, yeah, that really resonates. Okay, so great first impression sorted. But as any founder in India knows, the warm welcome is just the start. There's this whole layer of legal stuff, admin, get that wrong, and things can go sideways pretty fast.
Oh,
Well,
absolutely. Sideways is putting it mildly. Regulatory nightmare is more like it sometimes.
right. So let's get into the must-dos. Compliance, documentation in India. What are the absolute non-negotiables?
Okay, this is where you really need to be sharp. Attention to detail is key. Legally, you have to collect specific documents. Aadhaar for ID, PAN for tax. Educational proofs, address proof, bank details for salary,
Just
obviously.
get your stuff mostly.
Mostly, yes. But collecting isn't enough. You must verify them properly, especially PAN, Aadhaar, and the PF number if they have one.
Why the emphasis on verification?
Because mismatches cause so many problems later. Issues with the EPFO, TDS problems. Imagine finding out months later a PAN was wrong and now your company faces tax issues. It's a massive headache. You just don't need that as a founder.
Okay, verified documents. Got it. What else? Social security legal frameworks.
Right, so Social Security, EPF, that's the Employees Provident Fund. If you have 20 or more employees, registration is mandatory, not optional. Mandatory.
20 or more. Okay.
And then there's ESI employee state insurance. That kicks in if you have 10 or more employees, and if anyone earns €21,000 a month or less.
Ah, so it depends on salary, too.
Exactly. And again, it's the employer's job to register them, make the correct contributions. Penalties for getting this wrong can be quite hefty. So, yeah, don't skim over this.
Definitely sounds like something that impacts the bottom line directly if you mess up. What about the UAN? You mentioned that.
Ah, yes, the UAN, Universal Account Number. Every eligible employee needs one for their EPF. It's basically their permanent PF account number. Links their contributions across different jobs, makes life easier for them.
And it's our responsibility to sort that out.
Part of it, yes. Ensuring it's generated correctly, linked properly, it helps them get their benefits smoothly, reduces admin hassle for everyone down the line. And honestly, a tip here, look into tools that automate this stuff. Document collection, verification, linking with government portals. It makes it so much smoother, reduces errors, keeps you compliant. Big help for busy founders.
Automation makes sense for sure. Okay, so we've got the welcoming start, nailed down the critical legal bits, but let's be real. Often the challenge isn't the paperwork, it's the people part, isn't it?
Nah.
Helping the new hire actually understand their role, fit into the team, embrace the culture. How do we manage that?
Yeah, that's often the tougher bit. And, even if you're tiny, like just a few people, having key policies written down is, well, non-negotiable.
Even for a small startup.
Absolutely. It's about clarity. Sets expectations right away. Things like working hours, leave rules, code of conduct. And importantly, if you have 10 or more employees, you legally need an anti-sexual harassment policy. That's under the POSH Act. It's about ensuring a safe workplace, clear processes if issues arise.
POSH Act, right. 10 employees. Good to know. What about contracts and IP? That's huge for startups.
Huge. So, formal appointment letters. Issue them. They're not just nice-to-haves. The new labor codes coming up will likely require more detail in them, role, notice period, responsibilities, clear legal standing for both sides.
Okay, proper appointment letters.
And then confidentiality and IP agreements. Absolutely critical, especially if you're dealing with code, sensitive data, new ideas. Make sure they're solid, enforceable under Indian law. Think about post-employment rules. Clear IP assignment.
Right, who owns what's created?
Exactly. A weak IP clause. That could lead to serious legal trouble later, maybe even risk your core business. It's a safeguard you need.
Definitely a critical safeguard. Okay, documents and policies covered. How do we get them productive fast and feeling like part of the culture?
Right, so beyond the paperwork, you need effective early training. Don't just dump everything on them day one. Give them a small, clear starter task.
Like a quick win.
Exactly, a quick win.
Yeah.
Builds confidence, makes them feel they're contributing right away. Could be reviewing something, fixing a tiny bug, something tangible they can finish in the first few days.
Makes sense.
Share the tools they need, obviously. And crucially, make it super clear who they can ask for help. Create that safe space. For culture, remember, people might be coming from very different backgrounds, maybe bigger companies.
Yes, startup culture can be a shock.
It can. So share your why, your story, but also actively create that no silly questions vibe. And for bonding, think beyond just, Friday drinks, maybe virtual chai breaks. Acknowledge local festivals. Make it authentic. Make them feel seen, valued within your company's story.
Authenticity, yeah. Okay, so onboarding isn't just week one, it's ongoing, especially during probation, that probation period. Often 3, maybe 6 months. It feels like such a crucial, sometimes tense time. How can founders use that period effectively? Because nobody wants to let someone go after 6 months. It's tough.
It is tough. And you raise a really important point. How do you manage probation strategically? Think of it less like a test they pass or fail, and more like a mutual assessment period.
Mutual assessment. I like that framing.
Yeah. Is it the right fit? For them, for you. And honestly, it's much better to figure out it's not a fit at, say, 60 days than 6 months down the line.
True. Less pain for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So set clear checkpoints, maybe 30, 60, 90 days, formal reviews. The key is giving feedback early and often. Make it specific, actionable. Focus on behaviors, outcomes, not just vague feelings.
Proactive feedback. Makes sense. But it shouldn't just be one way, right? It's not just us assessing them.
Precisely. That's the part people often miss. You need to create space for them to tell you how they're doing, what challenges are they facing, what support do they need. Seriously, ask them.
So a two-way street.
Absolutely. A reciprocal feedback loop. It makes them feel heard, supported, and it gives you a chance to fix things early. I actually worked with a founder once. They hired a lead engineer, brilliant coder, but struggling. Turned out it wasn't the coding. It was just navigating internal tools, finding docs, simple stuff, really.
Easily fixable.
Totally. They assigned a quick tech mentor, sorted in weeks, but without that two-way chat, they might have lost that engineer.
Wow. Yeah. That shows the power of just asking.
Definitely. And you can even use simple HR tools to automate reminders for these check-ins. Just make sure they happen.
Good tip. Okay, so that brings us to wrapping this up for the founder listening. How do we boil all this down into a practical blueprint? A checklist they can use starting today.
Right. Let's distill it. Getting onboarding right. It really comes down to being structured and paying attention to the details. So here's a quick checklist for you. 1, have a structured plan. Not just day 1, think first 90 days.
Okay, 90-day plan.
2, Get your EPSI registration sorted if you need it. Set up payroll correctly.
Compliance basics. Check.
3. Issue those formal appointment letters. Collect and verify all those key documents. Aadhaar, PAN, bank details.
Verification is key. Got it.
4. Share mandatory policies.
Yeah.
In writing. Transparency matters.
Yep.
5. Set clear role expectations. Give them those starter tasks for early wins.
Engage them quickly. Yeah.
Exactly. And finally, 6. Check in regularly, especially those first 90 days. Foster that two-way feedback.
Regular check-ins, crucial.
Absolutely. And remember, using tools to automate parts of this document handling, compliance tracking, check-in scheduling, it just simplifies things massively, ensures efficiency, legality, and frankly, shows you care. It's that people-first approach in action.
Perfectly put. Okay, that wraps up our deep dive into onboarding. Remember, getting this right, making it smooth and thoughtful. It's not just about crossing T's and dotting I's for compliance. It's really your first big impression as an employer. It says a lot about your company's values. Get it right, and you're setting up your employee and your startup for real long-term success. You're building a foundation.
Indeed. And maybe think about this. How does the care, the dedication you put into onboarding, how does that ripple outwards? It's not just about that one employee's success or how long they stay. It reflects on your brand, your culture, your ability to attract the next great hire in this competitive market. It's a really powerful signal, echoing way beyond day one. Shapes your whole reputation.
That's a fantastic thought to leave everyone with. Your onboarding is your brand in action. Thank you so much for tuning in to the People Stack. Until next time, keep building those amazing teams.